Hi, we're at day 7 of Burkeman's book, Meditations for Mortals, and this is one of those days I don't like because the title of the chapter is You Can't Care About Everything. How you stay sane when the world's a mess. And he quotes William James, "The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook." It's really hard to choose to overlook anything right now because there's so much that creates anxiety for us and we need to do something about it. But Burkeman says that it's a strange claim to decide that we have to care about everything in an era that is characterized by an unprecedentedly self-centered and heartless group of people. Thanks to digital technology, he writes, it's also a time in which, assuming you're the kind of person who considers it your duty to care about anything beyond the wall of your home, you're liable to be asked to care with maximum intensity about everything. How does that work in terms of being life-giving for us? He quotes a Canadian writer, David Kane, who envisions a different way of doing things. And forgive me, I'm going to read this. Imagine if all the available public concern for a given issue could be collected into a huge rain barrel and redistributed among fewer people. Instead of having 50 million people care seriously about an issue for 6 hours, you could distill the 300 million hours of public concern into, say, 3,000 people who made it their primary moral concern for a decade. We can't reallocate public concern like rain barrel water, but maybe each of us within ourselves can become a little more focused. Imagine if it was normal for each person to focus 10 times as deeply on one or two things, one or two issues at a time, rather than taking on the emotional burdens of dozens and feeling helpless about the state of the world. If you're paying attention to what's going on, you have not gotten away from that feeling of helplessness. One of the ways of dealing with it is to choose the things you are going to address. It used to be said about certain horrifying news events that if you're not outraged, you're not paying attention. But that's a relic of a time when people had attention to spare, and when it wasn't in the vested interests of media outlets to stroke as much outrage as possible, no matter how reliable they are. In an age of attention scarcity, the greatest act of good citizenship may be learning to withdraw your attention from everything except the battles that you have chosen to fight. So, choose what armor you need. Choose what you need to deal with the things that are coming at you. Choose your resources. And choose what it is you're going to address. And set yourself free from having to fix absolutely everything. I'm Cameron Watts. I'm a minister at Fairlawn Avenue United Church. Thank you for joining us. Please, if you care to, like this video. Feel free to subscribe. Come and check us out at www.fairlawnchurch.ca. And when you are overwhelmed by so much to be concerned about, stop. Decide what it is that you really need to be concerned about and be good to you.